Arsenal Football Club are Premier League champions. Some people have had to wait 22 years to be able to say that, which is absolutely insane when you consider the magnitude of this football club, the fan base, the heritage that it has. It's incredible. Truly, it is. And it's so funny how emotions work because I was obviously hate watching the Bournemouth City game. Bournemouth scores and I didn't really have any kind of reaction. Not because I didn't want to jinx it, not because of anything crazy, but I was just calm. And as the minutes sort of began encroaching more and more and more into the 90th minute, I remained calm. Stoppage time comes around, I remain calm. Holland scores that goal, I remain calm, and then the final whistle goes, and I'm still calm. No reaction, no emotion, nothing. And at first, I thought it was because I've already went through that jubilation in the West Ham game. I did my screaming and my yelling and the tears in the eyes and everything like that. I went through those wave of emotions. I went through that with the West Ham game because I knew that that was the game that we needed to win and we would be Premier League champions. I said it, I called it, and hell, even in my last video, I predicted City would drop points today. And that's why I thought I didn't have the emotions. But then I go on socials and I see the fans outside the Emirates. I see our players celebrating. I'm seeing them yelling, campeones, campeones, ole, ole. I'm seeing everyone just celebrating. I'm seeing the excitement, the jubilation, the happiness, the songs. And then I got emotional. And it reminded me of why I fell in love with this football club in the first place. And it was because of the fans. It was because of the community. I didn't grow up on the streets of London. I grew up in a small little suburb just outside of Miami where this sport as a whole was never really talked about. It was not mentioned. It's not a sport that you played growing up. There's no punditry. There's no Monday Night Football. There's no soccer Saturdays. There's none of that. The only time the sport is ever mentioned is mentioning some middle-aged stay-at-home wife taking her little girls to soccer practice and the stereotypical soccer mom who drives a minivan. That is it. That is the extent of football as a culture growing up in America. And it was because of the Arsenal fans and the community that I became engaged with the football club and that I fell in love with the Arsenal. It was the platform that I was given on AFTV to come on and share my voice and speak with fans from across the pond, the Twitter spaces that I was a part of. It was that made me feel like I belonged to something a little bit bigger than myself. And that's the reason why I watch a bunch of grown ass men kick a ball about and let them affect my moods. Because it can be pretty lonely here stateside sometimes. Win, lose, or draw, there's no one to turn to. There's no going to school or going to work and talking about, football or the Arsenal. There's no pub you can go down to and have a proper drink with. That doesn't exist over here. It's just the little community that you get to connect with on socials. And it was seeing that community celebrate and soak it all in that allowed me to go ahead and enjoy it. Because that's what football is about, man. It's about the fans. It's about the community. That's what it is about at the end of the day. If it was just about winning and it was just about titles, then everybody would support City or Bayern Munich or PSG or Real Madrid or Barcelona. If that's all it was about, then, clubs like Grimsby or Bournemouth or Morecambe or Exeter or Hartlepool, all these small little scattered clubs, across England wouldn't have a fan base if that's all what it was about. Football at the end of the day is about community. And it was just nice to have that reminder of what this game is all about, why I fell in love with the Arsenal in the first place, despite the fact that it's a club that I've never even seen play at the Emirates. But the experience of being able to talk to fans, being able to go to preseason tours in Orlando and New York City, partying with Arsenal fans, seeing the games, seeing the players, being able to enjoy those small little moments where I can get to connect with people from all over the world. That's what made this whole entire journey, which was sometimes absolutely unbearable. It's what made it all worth it. the banter era, the shortcomings, the sackings, the transfers that to this day I can't understand. It's what makes this day that much more enjoyable. I'm not in a pub. I'm not celebrating with a bunch of fans. I'm not outside the Emirates Stadium, but just me going on my phone, going on Twitter, going on Instagram, and seeing those same fans that I used to talk with almost on the daily celebrate this title. That was enough for me. And so, to all the Arsenal fans out there, enjoy it. Truly, truly take it all in, no matter what corner of the earth you're in. Truly enjoy it as much as you can, because I know for a fact that if you would have told an Arsenal fan 22 years ago that it would be over 20 years before they won the league title again, they wouldn't believe you. They'd laugh at you. They'd call you crazy. So truly enjoy it, because we don't know when this moment can come around again. Hopefully, we establish a dynasty, and that should be the new standard. But truly, truly enjoy it, man, and enjoy it with as many people as you can, because ultimately, it's about the fans, it's about the community, and it's about your fellow Gooners more than anything else. Truly. So, to all the Arsenal fans out there, got a lot of love for all of you, because you're the reason why watching this sport is all worth it. Truly. Arsenal are Premier League champions after 22 years, and I couldn't be happier. Thank you guys for watching.